I feel like I had the worst day ever at work today, and it's not. It's not about. It's not about the actual work, but it's about friction, or I'm feeling like some negativity from people, which is the normal thing at work, whatever job I go to. So I'm gonna tell you how this kind of went down. So at first I didn't know what it was. I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, why am I feeling so anxious? Why am I feeling so harried? And then I understood what it was. Okay, and it's just like from the beginning, like the trainer or whoever it was saying, she was making a note. I guess the two girls in the back were kind of, I guess making comments or faces and stuff like that, and I wasn't catching it because I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? But then as time went along, I started to see it, and then I started to see it kind of rub off like on other people that were there, you know. And so, like for me, the way that it is with work when I'm working is like when I first get there, I when I first get there, people scare me. But when I first get there, I do try to blend a little bit because you're getting to know people. But then it's like after that, I realized that I wasn't focusing on my work. You know what I'm saying? That I was focusing on trying to be, be cool. And I was just like, I like to make hundreds, and that's not what I was making at first. But now I'm at the point where I am. And what I'm seeing is that I'm being downplayed, a lot. And I'm allowing it to happen where I had a potential for a chance to shine, but I didn't because I allowed myself to be downplayed. Like what I was noticing would be happening was like when first they mentioned something about a trainer position or whatever, and I immediately, said, because again, just standing up and joining in, that I wouldn't mind doing that. Then what ended up happening was like anytime there was something to be said, any question that I had would be downplayed or eyes rolled and things like that. And people honestly didn't know. Now, um, what is looking like now is there's a definite separation. It's only like seven of us between myself and the rest of the team. And let me tell you the tension that I felt. Like there was an email that was sent, I guess, to retake your ID badges. And I was just like, no matter, what mine looked like, it's always going to be the same. And I never got the email, but it was sent to the quote unquote all the whole team. But I never got it. And so I asked the guy that was sitting next to me, um, I asked him, like, if you click on and see if I was included in the sent. And, when I asked about it, nobody mentioned if they didn't get it either or something like that. Nobody said anything. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, wow, I wanted to see if I was included because I was thinking, hey, they might have just removed me from the list and I might be fired by this weekend and not even know it. So, again, I think that's a little bit of paranoia. And I think it's because of the fact that that everybody else is kind of formed a bond and you haven't, which is okay with me. It's okay to be separate and to yourself. But I'm just noticing, it's just really, really obvious. And then the trainer kind of jumped in on it. So I just noticed all of that. And then it's like, as far as knowledge and things like that, I don't think there's anybody else there that's any more or less knowledgeable than I am. And like, there was a question with somebody that I was working with, and instead of asking me the question, they asked the person that was next to me. That person had a partial answer that I already had, and then I had additional information, but it was just completely, just totally discounted. So just complete lack of respect. And then also, like, out of the group of us, there was one person, I guess, that lives in a hotel that walks home, and this person that walks home, um, I think I'm the only one kind of that everybody knows I go to the bus stop, but it's like nobody, offers, which is okay with me, but it's just very obvious. You know what I'm saying? It's very obvious that there is me being on the outside. So I think that my best bet, is to just say to myself, um, I just, because at this point, I think everybody's kind of opinion or whatever has already been made up. And if I try to push my way in, what's going to end up happening is that I'm going to push my way in, give a lot of information about myself, and give people stuff to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And it may not be nothing, but when people don't like you, they can take a whole bunch of nothing and make it into a whole big thing or something. So the bottom line is I do want my job. I do know that there are other jobs nearby that pay more, but I don't want to be in a position where I get fired, for not fitting in or whatever, which can be the case. Sometimes it's just not a good fit, and looking at the way everybody's getting along and not me, I'm the one that's like the one that's outstanding, that's quote unquote not a good fit. So, that's kind of scary. Nobody wants to feel like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it is. So I need to, like, start looking for another job like immediately. I don't know how I'm gonna make that happen, but that's definitely what I need to do, because there are jobs that pay a little bit more, and while I'm still employed, I need to start looking. So I really wish that I could settle down and be here, because I really need to take a break, from this job hopping. I have to somehow make this work. I don't know how, because it's real strong and real obvious. And when they're trying to put down my work, and then like what happened was there was a trainer that was in the class the other day, and when she turned back the quizzes, she said, "Oh, um, you know," she said not to worry about the dates. So a lot of us didn't put dates on there, and then later on she went back and said, and then she pointed out like two of us that didn't have the dates on there. She pointed out two of us that didn't have the dates. She pointed out two of us that didn't. I'm waving a bus. She pointed out two of us that didn't have the dates on there. But when the class is over, I mean, the next day she was like, "Oh, I failed to mention that you didn't have either." And so, I mean, it was just weird. So I don't know what to do. I mean, like, I know I need to look for another job. This would be a great opportunity. Like I said, they have a gym. I've been going to the gym in the morning, coming back and working out at night. And I just think it's too late. And then they help each other and they don't help me. So it's just, I have to, I don't know, I think that at this point, everybody pretty much has their mind made up. I have to already know these people are not trying to help me. And, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what it is. And it's scary to me because, I'm tired of hopping around, but I know that, and then I have to watch, I'm at a bus stop. People might actually want to sit the bus stop out hearing my whole life story. But it's kind of hard for me because I want, um, I want to settle down, and it's obvious that, there's people that do not want me working there anymore. So I don't know how to, you know, and then there was some comments made like, just, it just seemed odd. Like, there was two guys that rode home together yesterday, and like, just comments made about, like, the one guy that sits beside me, he's white, and he made this comment about something about, I guess something to insinuate like his current wife or whatever is really racist and do not like black people. I didn't, kind of get into that. And then the other person that was there, comment about being gay, and they rode home together yesterday. So it was just like, I don't know. I mean, it just made me feel weird. I don't know. So definitely, I guess it's not working out. So I do need to find something else. Um, Immediately. I'm just tired of job hunting, so I'll probably allow myself to get fired from here or whatever. Um, yeah, so yeah, it's not a good feeling. So I don't know how I'm gonna get rid of this because I can feel that negativity. I can feel that funk. So I'm not sure what I need to do to get rid of that. And obviously, like the gay guy, he noticed it because like he would make eyes with a particular person, and I got to defend myself. I just don't know how, without being, because you got to kind of have back, and it's just like I don't know. I just I don't know. It's not a good feeling. That's all I know. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling to be at the bus stop at night and all of your coworkers have left. It's not a good feeling that pointed things have been said. Just like the other day, I needed to call my old job, to make sure about my check. And so I asked the training lady, I asked her, do you have a phone, a phone that I could use? Does the company have a phone somewhere where I could just make a call to, my former employer about something? And she was like, oh, no, we don't have that. We used to have one in the break room, but it's no longer there, and I'm like, I don't know. It's just really weird to me. I mean, and then when I walked out of the room, there was a lady sitting right there, and I asked her, was there a phone that I could use, and she was just like, go into the conference room, I think this is an empty, you can use that phone. And it was not even something where you had to look up the conference room, but the trainer was just being nasty. You know what I'm saying? And trying to point out the fact that you don't have a phone. I don't need a phone. You know what I'm saying? I don't. The only reason I would need one is for a job. You know what I mean? I was just like, wow. And the lady that told me that, she had this look on her face, like, yeah, that was really rude. You know. And then efforts have been made to call me out as being rude. So it was just like the weirdest thing. And I just, I don't know. It doesn't feel good. I don't know how to. I don't even know how to get around it. It doesn't feel good at all. So I have to think about it this way. I'm looking at my job. It's not a personal thing. I'm looking at my job. I came here to do a good job, so I have to maintain my level of professionalism, and I have to maintain my level of professionalism, and that's it. And my chance has already been blown because the trainer manager, whatever, was in there, and she, all that stuff was done in front of her. So I don't know. I mean, I just have to. I don't know what to do. It's like I want to keep, because I'm enjoying working out in the morning, working out at night, and going to work. So I know how hard it is to find a good job or a decent job that pays halfway decent. So it takes a lot of work, and I don't want to keep like scrambling, for jobs and stuff. So um, I don't know. I think I am going to exercise tonight because I promised myself I would. I am going to eat a little something something because I promised myself I would. I'm still going to bring that man raisins because I promised myself that I would. Um, then what else am I going to do? Just going to, say to myself, on my breaks, what I'll do, because I'm not going to sit in the room because that does look bad and it does feel, it's like that after that thing when I was in that room, I felt like I really needed to decompress. And I really felt like, you know, that situation with that email, I didn't get it. Nobody else said if they got it or not. You know, I mean, so it was like nobody was willing to even say anything. And then the guy was just like, "Well, I sent her the email." That wasn't the point. I wanted to make sure that I was on the group list. So it was just, the weirdest thing. So the lesson that I learned here is that again, I cannot depend on anyone in that classroom for anything. If I don't know, I need to ask. And if I need to stand up and stretch my legs so I can kind of get a view of what's going on in the room, then that's what I need to do. Um, in addition to that, I don't know, my time is up.